I haven't flirted in a long time.
What do you mean a long time?
It's been a while since I flirted, so I don't know what my go-to flirtation tech. I would just say talking.
Are you saying with somebody else or with me?
No, with somebody else. I flirt with you every day.
But when would you be flirting with somebody else? So
I
you need to
wouldn't
use
be.
your technique on me and only me. Caught.
Have a lot more to paint.
Yeah.
Don't look at mine.
You didn't already looked at mine.
I'm talking about mine. I got a real deep question for you, man.
Okay, let's get deep.
Let's get deep. What do you think, devoid of others, of there not being anybody else, what do you think the meaning of life is? Like without anybody else on the planet Earth, it was just you.
It was just me.
Yeah, what would the meaning of life be?
If it was just me only in the entire world.
Yeah, then what would you think would be the purpose of life, the meaning of life?
To experience life.
But what does that mean?
Like everything that's on earth, everything that's in the world, to experience it. So I like farming, like like I don't know how to describe
When you
it.
say experience, do you mean like you personally, like doing those things, like you being a
Yeah,
farmer? You
like
okay?
jack of all trade type thing, but in the sense of exploring life, like everything in the world. I know that sounds like,
No, I
bro.
don't. It makes sense. Like, I think the purpose would be to experience and explore life,
Yeah.
see what it has to offer.
What was yours? What do you think? If it was just you.
Well, the question was loaded because I thought about it. So I would say that I think life is meaningless without others.
Oh, so basically you gave me a trick question.
No, not a trick question. I just wanted to hear what your response would be, and then I would tell you what my response is, um, because I kind of knew the angle that I was taking with that question.
Yeah, so a trick question.
Pretty much, yeah. Trick question. Okay. Okay.
Explain it in a different way.
Yeah. So yeah, I think life is meaningless without others. I think.
Oh, for sure. Because, like, how much exploring can you really do?
Yeah.
For sure.
I think.
But I feel like if you had to answer that question, like, what would you say?
If I had to answer the question, I would say the same thing.
Yeah, like, but like, say you were put on this world by yourself, what would your purpose and your meaning be?
No, I think that, but that would be my same answer. I don't think there would be a purpose or a meaning if it was just me by myself.
But how would you know that?
I wouldn't
Because
know that. I'm
it's
just
only
speaking
been
from the
you by
place.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm just speaking from where I'm at now, like the place that I'm at now. I think life would be meaningless if it was to be taken on by one person.
Yeah.
Like it would be meaningless. It's like, what's the purpose?
There's really no purpose, which is why God put other people on the dang earth when it was just
Right.
Adam.
Right. So that's that's
That's your take.
my take.
That's a good take.
Thank you.
Okay. Looking back, was there ever a time you came across something super creepy on accident?
Yeah. Came across something super creepy on accident. Yeah.
Like what?
Um, videos of what?
The videos of what?
Videos of like extraterrestrial activity.
Yeah, I don't be liking that. I really don't be liking it. Oh, but I just want to like chime in and just say that I don't be liking that. But you can continue.
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's it. Just extraterrestrial activity.
But like, what kind?
Oh, you want to know the details?
Not fully. Don't fully go into it, but yeah.
That there's beings that so happen to be roaming Earth.
Skinwalkers?
Yeah, shapeshifters. That's what they call them. Shapeshifters, beings that essentially the powers that be. When I refer to the powers that be, that's what I'm talking about. It's these beings that are on Earth that walk among us, that look just like us, but
Not.
they aren't us. And
Yeah.
those are the people that are filled with hatred and malice and deceit, and their God is destruction. That's a spirit.
Yeah, a bad one.
That's a spirit, but they look just like us.
Yeah.
They occupy flesh just like us, but they have an evil spirit.
Real bad. Yeah, I don't like when social media just like spraying certain stuff upon you. Like for me, the weirdest thing that I came across was like just some like strange, extra unordinary.
Wow.
Like animal bug type things.
You don't like that.
I don't like that. Like, why is this like like maggots and just strange nasty stuff? Like, keep that off of my page.
Yeah, because ain't nobody trying to look at that.
I'm not trying to look at it, not trying to see it, don't want no parts of it. You hear me?
Okay. Let's see. What's your most useless talent?
Useless? Why that gotta be the word?
Something that you use less.
That's not what useless means.
It is. It's something you use less. What's your useless talent? Something that you're good at, but you don't really need to use it. It's not very
It's useless.
necessary.
I would have to say I can beatbox.
Let me hear you beatbox, man.
It's useless.
It sure is.
What? Why'd you say it's useless?
So she could beatbox.
You can beatbox?
That wasn't my answer.
But
I can, yeah.
Let me hear it.
No.
Babe, let me hear it.
No, I got coffee in my mouth.
Swallow it.
No, I ain't beatboxing, babe. I'm gonna let you keep your shine.
Okay, so what's yours? No, you knocked mine down real bad.
I didn't. You the one that called it useless.
But you confirmed it. No one needed a confirmation.
Okay, my most useless talent, I would say organizing stuff.
That's not useless though.
It's my most useless.
That would piss you off. Really pick one. Really pick one.
That's it. That's the most useless. It'd be organizing stuff like that. I mean, it's useful, but it's probably the most useless talent I have. Okay. What's your go-to flirtation technique? Can you do it for me now?
I don't know what a flirting technique. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't flirt? I could smell a lie. What?
What's yours? I need an example first.
My most useless. I mean, what is it called? What is it? What's the question?
You're flirting.
What's your go-to flirtation technique? Can you do it for me now? My go-to flirtation technique.
We about to turn this off real quick and have a discussion off of camera.
No, you misunderstood.
I misunderstood. You clearly said what you said and stood on big business by saying it again.
I said, okay, let's redo this.
Okay.
What is your go-to flirtation technique? I haven't used a go-to flirtation technique in a really long time.
But you flirt with me every day, so I'm confused as to what you mean.
Yeah, but it's not a technique with you. I flirt with you because, like, I'm
It's a
attracted to
technique
you.
to
You're
it.
my bride. It's not a technique. It's just that's coming from how I feel.
Okay.
It's not like well thought out. It's just how I feel in the moment. Maybe I want to squeeze a boob, or maybe I want to kiss you on your neck. Maybe I want to tell you how pretty you are. That's not like a technique. That's just something that happened. It gets stirred up all in this area right here.
So it's a heart technique.
It's not a technique.
I knew that was gonna send
the hell?
I knew that was gonna send you.
Like what?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so next question.
I'm gonna answer.
Oh, okay. You said you don't have no techniques.
I do got a technique.
What is it?
I just smile. I just smile and laugh.
That's your go-to.
That's it.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
Works every
and
time.
I look you in your eyes.
Works every time, doesn't it?
Clearly.
Okay. Next question.
How you get mad at the questions you asking?
Let me see. If you disappeared with no warning, what explanation would everyone come up with?
I'm in heaven.
No, an explanation. Like, why did she disappear?
She got fed up.
She got fed up?
Yeah.
That's
she got fed up, or she just needed a little vacation. She'll be back. I think that's what it would say, because honestly, like when I was like 19 or like 20, 23, basically I would go on what is it called?
Hiatus?
I would. Best friend could tell you, like, I literally used to just yeah, everybody, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm just about to go MIA. And I literally
You did that?
Yeah, you literally wouldn't hear or see me for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So I just
the explanation for everybody would be she just needed a break. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. If I disappeared, I think the explanation from everybody would be I don't know. Maybe he's looking for somebody. I think everybody would think that I'm looking for somebody. Because why else would I disappear?
Well, why would you go looking for somebody?
I'm just saying that's what everybody would think. That's what I think everybody would think. Because why else would I go? Why else would I disappear? They know I love my family.
So can I say what people would think?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think people would be like, oh, he probably somewhere in like the mountains or something. Like he finally went rogue, or what they be saying? When you like what is the term for it? Off the market, off the grid.
Oh, he went off the grid.
He went off the grid. He finally went off the grid.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Like, because you want to live in nature and see the bears.
That's a good one.
All that other stuff.
Went off the grid. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Why are you looking at my painting?
What? You
Trying to act
literally
like she
said,
reading questions.
boy, bye. If our house started burning, everyone else, including me, the kids, and family and pets are safe, what items would you take one last dash into the house to save? Um, One last dash in the house. I would have to say that's a good one. Not as
Oh, that's what I was thinking. That's hilarious. That girl said a snack.
not a snack, because
Not
that
a
would be
snack.
outlandish.
Snack.
For me to run in a burning fire for the cheese
For a
balls.
snack.
Hey, where you put the cheese balls?
I haven't seen those.
That's crazy.
Somebody took them.
They were in there.
Somebody definitely got to them.
That's wild. Babe, what would you save? Because I can't think of one right now.
What's the question again?
Everybody, our family was safe. What would you run back in a burning building to
I would
get?
say my journals.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, my journals would be something I would go back to retrieve if everything else was safe. Yeah, I like that. Okay, it says
I would have to say our children's hospital book. Like it's a book that has all of their bands, like when it came from the hospital, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The book.
It says, what is the weirdest thing you've ever been called or your most ridiculous nickname?
My most ridiculous nickname, my childhood nickname is Pig.
Why is that ridiculous?
That is so ridiculous. Because why are you calling me Pig? Like when you really think about a pig, it's like you don't think no good thoughts of a damn pig. Like your childhood nickname, Chalby, like that's a little cute little way to say like you ate all the time. But
Oh, it's Pig.
no, that's not cute. That's not cute.
It's not cute.
I'm a 27-year-old woman and I'm go down home and my papa talks like, hey, come here, Pig. Like, I don't want to answer to that no more.
That's a good one.
What did you say?
Weirdest thing I've ever been called or most ridiculous nickname. Yo, I'm gonna say Rough. Rough is my most ridiculous nickname. I had a dude that I had met playing basketball. And we had met. So like we met a couple of times. First time I met him, we introduced each other, and the second time I saw him, I like shook his hand. We dapped up, shook his hand.
What?
Nigga said, yo. He said, yo, your hands is rough, B. Yo, your hands is rough, B. That's what I'm gonna call you, rough.
He was an older man?
Nah.
That's what I'm gonna call you, rough.
He said, yo, your hands is rough, B. I'm gonna call you rough.
Did he really call you rough?
Yes. Every time he saw me, hey, yo, what's good, rough? I'm like, all right, bro.
Yo.
That is hilarious. He called me rough.
I like people like that.
That call somebody nicknames, describing their
Because I do that.
You do?
I do that. Like when I'm comfortable, you got to get a nickname.
Yeah.
And that nickname had to change every time I see you.
Exactly.
Rough.
Rough. That's a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. All right, we're gonna go back up to past. What was the best meal you have ever eaten? Best meal you have ever eaten. Wow.
I'm a steak girl, so I'm gonna say Pampas. I love Pampas. Like the steak, the food there, it'd be so fire. What you say?
She say steak. The best meal I ever ate.
It's a fine dining steakhouse.
The best meal I ever ate. I don't know, that's tough. Shoot, what's the best meal I ever ate? Best meal I ever ate.
Me?
Yeah, I like that. The best meal I ever ate. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I did loved it. That.
That's a tough one. Best meal I ever ate. Not sure about that one, guys.
Come back to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. The best meal I ever ate. Not sure about that one. Maybe.
I got a question.
Okay.
What's your favorite episode that we've done so far? Because we're coming up on a year of consistently potting, have not missed a day, regardless of the circumstances or situations.
My favorite episode? Dang, I would have to watch them. We've talked about a lot.
Yeah.
I would say the last one that we did. The last one that we did is my favorite so far.
I would say the last haircut I got. I would say the last meal I ate.
No creativity. This guy is out of control.
I didn't say that now. Don't do too much.
Yeah, favorite episodes. Last one. No, I would say my favorite episode is the one where we talked about money.
Yeah.
That's my favorite episode that we've done so far. What episode that is, I'm not sure. I have to find it.
Scroll to see.
I have to find it. We both have on black though. I know that. We both have on black. It was a great discussion.
I would have to say mine. I don't remember that exact one that you're talking about, to be honest.
You don't?
Excuse me. I would have to say mine is probably it's actually a recent one. We're talking about minor disagreements.
That was our last one.
Oh.
The one we just posted.
Okay, well, that one.
Okay,
only because I can't think of the name of the other ones. But that was a good episode, and I like the fact that it was a different scenery. And yeah.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
What's the biggest thing you learned so far from potting? Almost a year now.
I would have to say just do it. Like, it's not going to be perfect. It's not like a genuine podcast. I feel like for it to be scripted, it takes so much of like the realness away from it when you're trying to stick to certain timestamps or you're trying to figure out a topic. To don't stress about that. Sometimes just get on the mic and just talk, and God would always make a conversation come up, because regardless of, if someone may think we just doing this for fun or because we bored, no, this is God. Because if I had it my way, this would be something like optional. Like drop once a month every now and again. Although I love doing it, I do. But whenever God puts his hands on something and you know that you're doing something with your partner that is like kingdom, and it's like on a spiritual level, it makes it one more enjoyable and just more determined to see like the Zamots podcast purpose. Like, we know its purpose, but to see it fulfilled, that to me, seeing it on a week-to-week basis, us grow, us communicate even more, like it's pouring into our marriage, it's pouring into each other individually, and we're also pouring into other people. But at the same time, it's a way for us to spend time with each other, but it's like even when we done like potting and recording, that's not the only time that we get together. Like
Right.
that's just like, okay, this is the business part of us, and then outside of that, we also still have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
So for me, it let me see our relationship in like entirety of like, we're not just on like, we don't just talk when we recording. Like we talk whether we recording or whether we're not. Like
This is our life.
yeah,
It's not just something we doing.
yeah, like we literally seeing the growth and seeing, just everything.
Our son has something to say. Clearly.
Yeah, basically, he's like, I haven't been on the pod yet. Let me say something. What about you?
Yeah, that's good. What was the question?
What's the biggest thing that you've learned since podcasting? I think this wasn't a written question. You came up with it.
Oh, yeah. I think the biggest thing I've learned is that you can't predict outcomes. And I still try to do it every time.
Yeah.
Biggest thing I learned, you can't predict outcomes. What I mean by that is there's some episodes that we've done. I'm like, oof, like once they see this clip at the beginning, that's gonna make them want to click and they're gonna watch it and this video gonna be up. Like that's the initial thought. Just that's like my ego.
Yeah.
But ultimately I realized that, hey, people gonna click on what they want to click on. Really don't have much control over it. There's certain things that you can do to like, I guess, grab people's attention because you want people to look at your content so bad, especially if you feel like the stuff that you have to share is, of substance and can be helpful for people if they actually watch it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you have no control over that, and you just have to put it out there. And hey, if it's for somebody, they'll end up clicking on it somehow, right? Maybe they're having a bad day and they get on YouTube, and we just so happen to have posted about something that they dealt with that day, and they stumble upon our video, and they watch it and end up liking and subscribing it and sharing with other people, and it just explodes from there. Like, who knows? Like, there's so many different factors.
Right.
So yeah, it's really shown me that can't really predict what's gonna happen. You just got to put it out there. Like similar to what you're saying, like just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't really know what's gonna happen. But I will say this: that consistency brings results that you can never imagine. Like when you're consistent in anything, there's something called a compounding effect, right? So by you doing something over and over and over again, it's like the snowball effect, right? You ever seen a snowball like roll down a hill full of snow? When it first starts, it's super small, but the more momentum it builds, it starts building more snow, and then it becomes like this huge snowball, and the next thing you know, it's like an avalanche of just snow everywhere. That's the same thing. That same principle applies to being consistent in anything that you do. So I've learned that being consistent with our posting and our podcast, there's some weeks where our videos will get 200-300 views, and we're like, what? Oh, where'd that come from? Right? We only even got 200-300 subscribers yet, but it happens, and it just comes from consistency. So
consistency is key.
Consistency is the key.
And me personally, like I don't look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing the numbers and stuff like that because he tells me. Only because like far as like content creating and stuff like that, I've been doing this since I was. Yeah, I've been doing this.
Knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute, off and on. So it's like I see how being consistent can draw in people, and I also see how being consistent sometimes you don't see how it's even beneficial because you can be consistent don't mean that those numbers are going to come. Like when it's time for your content to reach a certain platform or a certain number or whatever the case may be, it's going to do that. You have no control over it. Like that's why I be like, ugh, when people be talking about join my class and I'm gonna show you how to get to 5,000 followers in 3 days. No, if it's not your time to reach that type of following or whatever the case may be, regardless in life, like whatever it is, no one can fast forward or push you towards something if it's not your time to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, that's why a lot of people that do help people get certain things and then lose it is because it wasn't their time to get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you allow other people to intervene on something that God is trying to solely, help you with, or have you figure out, you're gonna keep going through that over and over again. I actually learned that as a teenager, seeing my parents struggle and us continue to go through a certain cycle of struggle because we were allowing people to help us.
Yeah.
When God was trying to teach us, teach them something, or, I would say us because, I mean, it went up at that point.
Right.
Teach us something in that moment. But
Yeah.
when you allow other people to step in on what God, is trying to work out in you and your family, then you're gonna keep going through that over and over again. That's why I'm very firm on, like, I don't like people in my business.
Yeah.
I do not, because their intentions may be to help you and to want to see you succeed and everything like that, but sometimes that does nothing but gets into the way of what you're supposed to be doing, and like why you're going through something or experiencing something. If you allow other people to dictate that or help you all the time,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to create a problem.
Yeah.
Of when you're supposed to be learning something out of something, and people keep saving you, people keep helping you. You're gonna keep going through the same thing over and over again. And I'm not really a fan of going through something multiple times if I ain't got to.
Right. Yeah, I think that's one of the most beautiful things about life. It's like, in order for you to really, truly, actually learn your lesson, most of the time, you gotta like hit rock bottom, or you gotta like get to a point of no return where the only one that can bring you out is God, right? You just really gotta yield and submit and say,
I'll
listen,
just say yes.
Nobody got the answers but God.
Mm-hmm.
And when you yield to that, then hey, so much power comes from it. Humility. That's what it's all about, right? Being humble, not putting yourself too high, and making sure to be grateful for things, because ultimately there's stuff that could happen in your life that no man or woman can help you with. And maybe the man or woman that was helping you with it in the past is no longer able to do so. They've been removed by will or by force. And now you just gotta, rely on your source. And then you be the resource.
Then you'll be the resource. Period, point blank.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Pat yourself on the back.
That's good. This is coming along good, y'all. I mean, I'm not really satisfied with my painting, but
why not?
It's painted. Well, because I started off wrong.
Says who?
Says me.
Why do you think you started off wrong?
Because I started off wrong.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about it? Are you a little sensitive right now?
No, I'm just saying I started off wrong. That's how I view what I did. I view it as me starting it off wrong. But we're here now. And I'm done. And you're like nowhere near done.
No. Because it's like, I was saying like a painting segment. So like.
Oh, so let me continue to paint. Maybe I'm not done yet. Oh, don't look.
I've already looked. Y'all, it feels so strange because our children are not here. Like, our daughters are not here.
It's very quiet.
It's been very quiet. And I would like to say me and my husband have a little bit of attachment issues to her children.
Slight.